Hello and welcome to the new moon in Pisces community ceremony. I apologize, I'm going to have the slides on this particular view to play music. I'm updating my computer slowly but surely after it crashed, so I do apologize for that. And if you don't know me, my name is Judy Keating, and I am the co-creative managing partner of Wise Transformation with Bonnie Salomon. And our mission at Wise Transformation is we are two women intent on bringing elemental wisdom and feminine magic back into everyday life. So we always like to give you a peek at what we're going to do today. So I've got some exciting upcoming events to share. We're going to call in sacred space, and we're going to talk about the timing, and we're going to use the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle to get some ceremonial guidance, give us a chance to journal and set up the new moon, which is official tomorrow. So just appreciate you being here with me. And if you're listening on the recording, thanks for doing that. And every time that we gather virtually, we are amping up the frequency of the moon and adding to the vibration of peace in the world, which is certainly something that Pisces is about. So I have a class coming up with CCT, which is Crystalline Consciousness Technique. It's the Transformative Self-Healing Protocol. It's a 4-module online class. Most of the modules will happen on April 24th and 25th, and there'll be a follow-up on May 2nd. Cost of this class is $299, but there is a payment plan. With this protocol, you learn to create energetic integrity, have protection, and turn down the noise of the world around you, which is so important at this time. We need to hear our voice. So if you have any interest in that, you can go to innerlifecoaching.net under upcoming events for details. And then a little bit later on, starting on May 15th, I'm offering professional training in Crystalline Consciousness Technique, which is an incredible energy modality. And this is called the Discovering the Map of Transformation, but it's a 9-module class, and it enables you to be certified as a beginning practitioner. And again, if you go to innerlifecoaching.net under upcoming events, the cost of that class is $625, but if you have taken the Transformative Self-Healing class, it's $425. So just want you to know about CCT in the world. It really has made a huge difference for me in my life, and I am excited to be able to share it. And of course, many of you have heard us talk about the Galactic Gathering of Wise Women. It's occurring September 16th to 19th in Helen, Georgia, at the Unicoi State Park in the North Georgia Mountains. We are offering a 4-part payment plan for your ticket to the event. You're going to sign up for your lodging on your own, but the event ticket, if you want to sign up for the 4-month payment plan, it's coming to be in May will be the last time that will be offered, since the event is in September. So just want you all to be aware of that. And you can go to wisetransformation.com. It's on our front page. We're so excited. There's so many new things being added to this. So if you can, we look forward to seeing you there. So now we're going to call in. We're going to open to the living field of creation. And we're going to center by connecting to the elemental forces. So just stomp your feet. I want to bring you totally present. That's one way to do it, is to bring your feet in connection with the earth and movement. It's one way to do it. And we just ask for earth to support our growth as she is supporting the growth as we are turning towards spring. That earth align with us and we align with her. And water, we just ask for hydration and refreshment. You know, that wonderful sensation when you drink a cool glass of water and you can just feel that parched feeling leave you. We just ask for a sense of refreshment in today's community gathering. Air. We are open to any and all ideas around peace on our planet, around compassion on our planet, that air may guide us to new ways that we can have more compassion for self, more peace on the inner, and that we can share that with those that we love in our community, in our family, and in our world. And fire, your warmth and transformative capability. We just ask that the seeds that we have planted at the beginning of the year, we ask fire to shine light on those seeds so that they can continue to grow and we can create what we're meant to in the world with fire's warmth and ability to transform seeds into plants and plants into trees and trees into leaves. In spirit, we just ask that at this Pisces new moon and sun junction, that we understand our connection to our fellow brethren, our connection to humanity as a whole, and that we invite that connection in today as we seek guidance about how best to use this new moon. And so it is. Beautiful. So we're just going to go down a little bit. And I apologize for having to do it this particular way. But it's good for us to focus on the fact that when we have a new moon, the sun and the moon are aligned in the same archetype. And it's normally a start of a growing phase. So at this juncture, as of tomorrow, we have a new moon in Pisces and the sun in Pisces. So it gives a boost of energy to some of the gifts that Pisces has. So let's look at the gifts that Pisces has to offer. Pisces teaches the importance of a compassionate heart. It feels the grief and suffering of humanity and responds with a loving, caring heart that heals. It's a deeply spiritual, intuitive, and psychic. It serves the world by dreaming the visions of a peaceful planet and selflessly helping others to create a better life. It completely merges with humanity and the divine. So as we work with Pisces today, you want to tap into your own intuitive and psychic gifts. And so to tap into the compassionate bodhisattva energy of Pisces, the first question we're going to ask today is, do you need to release any old spiritual or emotional paradigm to being a spiritual being in service to others that does not honor you in any way? We want you to have the most updated, clean, clear, and current version of Pisces. So I'm going to put on a little music and just ask, do you need to release any old spiritual or emotional versions of yourself to be in service? So if you want, you can either type in the chat or you can just speak aloud if you want to share anything that you got, and there's no requirement to share. But usually in our groups, when we do share, everyone benefits.
I would like to share, really.
Thank you, Kia.
I just tapped into a grief I have, grief over my mother, because I never felt sorry when she died. But now I found a box with things that she wrote, and she was just where I am now, I think. And I would have liked to connect to her and talk to her about it. I'm sorry I couldn't do that at the time because I was so occupied with all my own things. I couldn't listen to her. I should have done it if I could. So that's what came up to me, and I really got surprised. I didn't know I had those feelings today because I've been reading a lot about what she wrote, and I just was so glad about it. It felt like I was connected to her, but now it came sorrow instead.
Well, we honor all of our emotions, and I honor you, Kia, for being so vulnerable and sharing. And I invite you to be with this. Let it unfold on the inner. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you have, we're gonna focus on one thing, and Kia may have hers. It doesn't have to be that; it can be anything. But it's helpful to ask if there's one creation that you want to utilize or work on at this new moon. So I'm going to give you just a moment to, or a minute or so of music to just make sure you've got something that you're going to focus on as we go through these questions. What are you working with? Okay, if you're listening on the recording and you need a little more time, you just want to be sure to have an area of your life that you're focusing on. And usually we use Lisa Michaels' Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle to support our inquiry. So if you have your own deck, I invite you to get your cards out and use the cards that you draw, but I have drawn cards for the collective. And we always start with Earth. Earth is the physical realm. And I had the card first and then, or sorry, the question first and then pulled the card. So I pulled abundance and fertility, which, it seems like a perfect card this time of year because spring is coming and we can really start to see things shift and grow. And our question, based on what you've got in front of you, is how can I share abundance with others selflessly? How can I share abundance with others selflessly? So just be with that in relation to what you're working on. And if you have a deck, you should draw your own card. So I got a very strong message about in order to share abundance, I have to have abundance. And abundance doesn't necessarily mean money. It can mean things like rest, being well rested. I'm a better sharer when I'm rested. And when I share from my heart, that's really a selfless place. So, did anybody else get anything they want to share?
I had stewardship. I pulled my own card.
What beautiful.
Yeah. And I got that in order to be a wise custodian of my resources, that it's time for me to clear out and find new places, perhaps give things away or move things on that no longer serve the direction that my life is unfolding in.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you.
Okay. So now we're going to move to water. And I pulled the card emotional maturity for the collective. And the question that wanted to be asked was, how can I better respond with compassion and an open heart? And I want to be sure to include us in that equation. So respond to ourselves and other people and situations. How can I better respond with compassion and an open heart? And whatever card you draw may give you some guidance. there might be a lot moving for you emotionally because Pisces is a water sign. So anything anybody wants to share? Understood. Yeah. So if there's anything you want to share, I trust you both. You just pop in. And if you're listening on the recording, just allow your emotional realm to move today in preparation for this new moon in Pisces.
I'll share, Judy. I got float. And the message that I received is that giving myself permission to float when life gives me space will bring more ease and grace, i.e., a compassionate and open heart to me, rather than trying to fill every spare moment thinking I would be more productive.
Oh, great awareness, Sandy. Thank you for that. Yeah. We all need some float.
I needed to hear that today.
Yeah. Anything for you, Kia? And there doesn't have to be. You could just be where you are.
I thought about I to myself, I need to listen more. Try to do quick fix. Just let it be.
I'm hearing the Beatles song as you say that. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So now we move to the air realm. And I pulled breath today. I thought that was breathe or breath, depending. You can read it both ways. And, how can there should be no take. How can I hold a compassionate vision for humanity and myself? How can I hold a compassionate vision for humanity and myself? Or how can I take that perspective? I'll just add that in there since I put take on the slide. Just taking a pause here. There's no need to rush. Remember to breathe. So we want to hold a compassionate vision for ourselves first. Makes it so much easier to have compassion for others if we hold compassion for ourselves first. You know, as I've said before, if you want passion to come, you have to have compassion. And open in the air realm. Open to your intuition and your psychic gifts during this window. Anything you want to share, Kia?
The first that came to me was to enjoy doing things I enjoy. And by meditating, being in nature, with slow walks and visualization, good themes for everyone. I think that's it could be.
Nice. I like it. I like it very much. Thank you. Okay, moving to fire. So I pulled the card Illumination from the deck, and you can pull your own card if you have the deck. But how can I shine my light in contribution to humanity? Sometimes we're shy about shining our light, and I think we all need to get a little more willing to shine our light in the world, however that looks. So how can I shine my light in contribution to humanity is our question. An illumination. What needs illuminating for that to happen? I'd love to share. I'd love to hear anything that you want to share around your contribution in this window. Where can you shine your light? Okay, we'll just move on to spirit. And I pulled the desire card. What is spirit asking me to release to be in alignment with my highest calling? What is spirit asking me to release to be in alignment with my highest calling? Just reflect on that. Anything want to be said here?
Oh yes, I have had the feeling of emergency, the feeling that my time is short. So I need to be ready now. So I think I need to release the thought that I am not prepared.
Oh, I love that, Kia. That's brilliant. And
Yes.
Sandy, go ahead. Yeah, that lights you up the way that you say it too. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
And Sandy so brilliantly says, Spirit is asking me to release my outdated view of the masculine and to celebrate the gifts of the divine masculine. Thank you, Sandy. That's beautiful. Yes, I think that's a wonderful thing to do. The divine masculine in everyone in ourselves. Yes. Yes, 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 ladies. Great work today. So now we're going to ask sort of an overarching question. What's our unified field message from Pisces today? Let me check the chat here. Yes, Sandy shares, this is so wonderful. I love hearing all. Yes, it really is great when we get to share like this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy. We love hearing you and we love celebrating all that everyone is doing and being. So let's tap into Pisces and say, what message do you have for me, Pisces, when I look at earth, air, water, and fire and spirit together? What message do you have for me in terms of how to best utilize this new moon time? Just going to take another minute here. Let's not forget Pisces is the dreamer. They hold a higher vision for humanity. So, anything want to be said here?
Yeah, I like all that is floating love.
Yes, Sandy says, floating in love allows me to recharge my spark so that I may be a wise steward of this beautiful earth life. I honor the divine feminine and divine masculine in sacred right relationship. Beautiful, Sandy. Thank you.
The thing I got was I'm doing fine.
Hmm.
Even though I don't know exactly how things will unfold, if I listen to the guidance I get.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, we're going to have a busy couple weeks because spring equinox is next week. And we are so lucky to have Bonnie Salomon leading our community ceremony for the spring equinox. It's actually next Saturday, the 20th, but she's going to do a call on Friday, March 19th at 4 p.m. Eastern for the spring equinox community ceremony. And then the week after that, we're at a full moon again. So I'll be doing, the full moon is actually not until Sunday, the 28th, but because of some religious holidays that are that weekend, I thought it would be better to do it on Friday. So I'm going to do the full moon in Libra ceremony on Friday, March 26th at 1. So ladies, it's been so lovely to spend this time with you. I feel so happy to have been with you. And if you're on the recording, I appreciate you so much. And for all of you who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, thank you so much. And do join us for the spring equinox ceremony. Have a great weekend and a great new moon in Pisces. Much love. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.